Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming Goose, and here we are back with Transport Tycoon Deluxe. This is going to be part 2 and just seeing me try and become a wealthy businessman in the 1950s Britain, focusing on transport. So last week we looked at starting our company, Gaming Goose Transport, and we started with some trains. So let's load up and go into year 2. So that will be that one there. Okay, here we are, year 2. So we're actually in February 1951. So last year, as I say, literally last year or last episode, we did 2 trains. But what I want to do now is concentrate on a few buses. So let's go to the most populous area, Denning Hall. We're going to the road icon up the top here. So this is our bus depot. Let's have it over on the outskirts of town. We'll have that there, and then we need to have our bus stations. So we've got some on-street buses or some sort of terminal buses where they can come off. We're going to need some on-street ones in the centre of town. So let's pop one there, and then one down here. Also, let's go to the outskirts. We can, put one there, and we can put one there. And what's behind the box over here? No, nowhere. So what we can then do is use some of these terminal ones, if you will. Pop one there, and then one over there. We haven't got much over here, so I'll pop another one there. So we're sort of covering most bases of town. And what we could do, let's go mad and join one up. So we can see we've now got Denning Hall East is a train and a bus station. So let's bring that road down to there. Put a little half on and connect it on there. So again, a little bit of road building there too. So our bus is going to concentrate just within the city. So we want to click on new vehicles. We've got £78,000. Let's find the buses. We've got one choice of bus, so that'll be it. Put some music on. Okay, so they're £4,000 a bus. Let's buy 4. Let's go mad. Let's buy 4. Now what you can do is you can do this. You can just do your orders like we did with the train. So I always come them out of the bus depot. So there, let's go there. And then they're going to go there. And then they're going to go there, there, and there. And then they're going to automatically go back to the beginning. So we've got all that in there. Bus is away. Fantastic. But what you can do is, like if I go on road vehicle 2, and we do the go to, we can do, there's a copy. Oh no, it's up here. So what you can do is before you buy them, you could just do clone vehicle, clone 2, and that will clone its route as well. And then you're good to go. But obviously I forgot about that. You can also turn these signs off because I find them very irritating. But we'll go with bus 2. So I'm going to have bus 2 go a slightly different way. Go there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. And then bus 2 you can go. And then we'll have this one go back the way before. From there, to there, to there. All the way round Denning Hall. And it doesn't really matter if you miss some out, I find, because the quantity of buses in this relatively small area, I don't think it's a big drama. So I'm going to have station. I'm going to have this one going to all the big ones. All next to the football club. That's very important. Oh, I accidentally clicked that twice. So we'll just delete that one. And then back to this one. Click go to. So we've got a good spread there where people can go around and catch the bus they wish. Now, these are quite interesting because you can see almost real time as they go to each station they can make money or not. So if we just keep an eye out if anyone's making any money. But it's normally about £7 or £8 per trip. Oh, £55 up there. One coming down here to the railway station. Oh, nothing. And of course if they make no money, they won't tell you any money. So that's a good way to know if things are working or not. But we can go up to here to our vehicles. And it will show you, like bus 3, wow, it's making £91 profit this year. Everyone else is in red, which is understandable because they've only been going a few months. So after their initial £5,000 purchase and running costs, 74, 78, there we go, we're starting to get a bit better now. So we've got all these buses going round and round and round. Living the dream. Right. Over here we've got a wood. We've got an oil refinery. So the wood creates wood to go to the sawmill, which is just there. The oil, it needs oil to go there. So we're sort of looking back round this way, aren't we? We've got oil here and we've got the sawmill here. So let's do an oil train. Let's go back to road. And let's see if we can stick an oil train in. Ooh, I wonder. I like long straight lines. I'm a bit of a Brunellian sort of idea with railways. So let's see if we can do one long straight line. We might just have to get rid of this triangle pyramid of earth. The farmer will appreciate it, I'm sure. Go vroom, look at that. Straight in to a new station. Again, if you're particularly conscious about costs and really keeping your costs down, you could put it over here in between the two. But I'd rather have the straight railway and the faster with less bends, so I'm going to stick it over here. Except passengers, oil supply, so it's still passengers for the city too. So that's something that could be used in or like a little couple of a DMU unit going around, little passenger train, just hopping on little stations to think about in the future. We're going to put another engine shed. We've got 73 grand still, so we can build a new vehicle. Again, I'm going to use this Cheney Jubilee. 15 grand. And then we want oil tanker. 5 of those. I think. Yep. And then go to collect oil, deliver oil. Some people may use road vehicles for this, to use road tankers and get them all on the road and go backwards and forwards. I'm a train man. What can I say? I'm not a vehicle man. I'd rather have trains everywhere. All those years of misspent youth watching Thomas Tank Engine. So that should now... Yeah, great. 5,000 litres of oil. So that has now turned that on. We've also got one passenger there. Oh no, we've got one passenger there. So what we've done is because we've built this passenger bus stop here, we've now brought a passenger here. So we've got one lonely passenger with nowhere to go other than an oil train or a coal train. So let's get back to the oil train. That's coming in and that's loading up nicely. So the capacities of that, 30,000 per wagon. So nowhere near full. Let's see what it says with the old finances as they come into the platform. £300. Okay, so it's not like looking at this moment in time that we're going to be a big winner here. So vehicles potentially could have been better. And you can always look at production as well. So last month they make 72,000. So if I've put a train which can take more than 72,000, it's my own fault. I've done my own legs in. But you can see how their production stabilise, go down, go up, and everything. So you might want to pay a closer look to that when you think about, should I use 1 or 2 lorries or get a big ass train to do it? And I may have made an error there. So that probably won't make me much money. Yeah. Again, what we can do, and is what I should do, is when we go into... Wrong one. When we go into the go-to at Denning Hall East, full load. So that means the train will stay there until it is full. So you can see now we're on 22%. That will stay there, and this is not the thing if you're sharing a platform with other forms of transport, but that is now going to stay there until it's full, blocking the platform for other trains. So if we just look at Denning Hall East, it's doing 5,000 at a time. We're looking at the train capacity. 30,000 litres capacity, cargo. One is full, 2 are full. So it's going to be there a while. But hopefully that'll be less running costs. I don't actually know if that's true or not. But hopefully it will be. If not, we'll get a bigger payday at the end. We shall see what happens with that. So we've got our little buses running around and we've got our oil train from Denning Hall. I'll start looking further afield. We've done nothing over there. In my mind, I'd like to bring this round and hook up. Actually, I might even buy up this space now for a future railway. Towns expand. Oh, towns expand. And they also get really angry if you keep destroying them. Yes, and sometimes they don't let you build things if you keep destroying them and they don't like you. You haven't got a good reputation. So I like to build things where I can because, yeah, you're putting all this infrastructure and business into their town, so the town will expand. More people move there, you know, just like real life. So it's a good idea just to... Oh dear, can't build on water. I was hoping too much there, so I'm going to have to... 15. Oh, 22 grand that one cost. Ah. So the infilling is really expensive, but worthwhile, I think. So we've then got our future site for a railway. And I might just bite the bullet if I've got 25 grand. Put one there. That well-placed 15 grand will make me be able to do that. And that. And there we go. Boom. So this is going to be our big terminal station here that we've got. And the great thing is about this... Oh, let's see what the oil train is going to bring in now. Because that should have been 100% full. Okay, £1,600. So if we go back and have a look at... Okay, we've just changed over into 1952. So they're all at a debt. That was a shame. But it did look like it was last year. Oh, yeah, profit last year, 59%. Sorry, £59,000. Let's just pause the game on the 8th of January because we've now come into our third operating year. Sorry, my maths. And yeah. So this one, we've got some successful buses. Last year, look at the last year's one, 789, 491, 392, 376. So all in profit. That bus one is doing remarkably well. Again, if we look closely, I may have missed off some stations on the others. That's why they're missing something out, and he's getting the only station there. But if we go around looking at some of these stations, 5 passengers, none, 30 passengers. Okay, like I say, it's near the town centre sign. You're going to get more passengers. 45 passengers, 3 passengers, 13. 25. So yeah, these one on the high street, on the main drag going through here, are my most profitable. So that might be something worth doing as well. Maybe changing a bus from these ones, these terminal ones on the outskirts of the city, having less visits from buses. But you can also see down here are houses being built. Got 2 new houses being built and expanded. These have expanded as well down to the road that I built in the last episode. So that is good. Denning Hall is doing well, and there is a way to see Denning Hall. Well, actually, if we go onto the local authority, you can pay for small advertising and medium advertising campaigns. So if you put that up here, but you can also large advertising, fund local road, build a statue of me, fund new buildings, buy exclusive rights, or bribe. But the bribes can go horribly wrong if you get caught. But you look at that, and they're not available yet, but you can, for £500,000, bribe them. But what we've got is small and medium. We might look to do that next week. But they think of us very good, so we're laughing there. There is also... Yeah, this town is growing every 12 days. Passengers last month, maximum 306, and it's growth. So that's great. That's what we want. These towns to grow, they'll use our services more. And that's the aim of the game. Use the services more, make more money. And then if I just get rid of some of these stations... No, you can rename them, but we don't want to worry about that. Get rid. And then if we go to our money, we can see first year we made 29,000. Oh, sorry, that was our revenue, our takings, and then 67. So a massive jump up this year. Expenses. Okay, we're still spending a lot. We spent more than we did in our first year by another 10,000, but we've built a lot more. New vehicles again. We're going to buy less and less new vehicles because we've got them now until they have like a 10 or 15 year where we have to start replacing them. But overall, looking nice and healthy on there. And so we've got about 12,000 left in the bank. We owe a fair bit, £150,000 loan. But we're getting there. This is really good. This is really positive. So what we're going to do is we're going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching another instalment of Transport Tycoon Deluxe on the TTD open source game that you can download for free. Just Google it. And join us on the next year, and we'll try again. Thanks ever so much. Bye-bye.